I can't imagine writing simply for the sake of entertaining people for 2 hours. I certainly couldn't maintain the energy or the... although I think it's an admirable thing if somebody can be funny or grave or amusing or stylish for 2 hours. I don't know how I could do it, though.
So you have to write about man's fate.
Yeah, because I think I'm stuck with it.
Stuck in what way, though? You've chosen to be stuck with it.
Well, you choose it, but then again, it chooses you, too. I suppose it's partly that I was born into a time when the question of the survival of this country was on people's minds a lot. That is, I wasn't born into it, but I grew up in the period of the Great Depression, when revolution was in the air. The question of the destruction of fascism or the destruction of a representative democracy was in the air. In other words, survival. And it was the bread and butter of my education, so to speak. The question of whether it was going to be Hitler's world or ours, or whether it was going to be a world where different races could live together and so forth. And we thought for a while there that perhaps it was solved for about an hour and a half. And it turned out it wasn't. And we're off to the races again. I think probably this problem is never going to be finished in this century.
The explosion and the fuse that you talked of a little earlier, it relates then to this kind of confrontation that you're talking about.
What I was referring to specifically is whether or not the fuse is short, because I wonder every day whether our system of government here, or at least the people who run it, are capable really of responding to what has to be done if there is going to be social progress, to say nothing of social peace. As each day passes, it begins to seem more and more that what they really have in the backs of their minds is a kind of last-ditch defense of the way things are. That the rest is merely words, that they really don't intend to either listen, or if they do listen, to change anything that's substantive. I'm speaking now, for instance, of this war, which is now indefensible by any ideology. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. It goes on. This is the second president elected on a peace platform. You just begin to wonder whether that fuse isn't going to get shorter and shorter till the only answer is an explosion.